I'm a bad person. I went to sleep and slept just fine that night. Honestly, I'm gonna use every reason to justify why I slapped you in the face, but I slapped you in the face and I don't really care if I'm wrong. And if I find from little birdie that you forgive me, even though I never apologized to you, I don't give a shit. But I heard that you forgave me. Well, I'd sleep good that night, honestly. I'd sleep extra little comfy in my bed. So why forgive somebody who, you know, because you have to let it go. And find that peace within yourself. And that brings me to my next thing. Number 9, don't think about what so-called others think about you, or their opinions of you, or whatever conclusion you have is unreal, because honestly it's, distorted. And, after a while, whatever you think will be reflected back to you and that person. And it sucks, but, it's just the way it is. 10, trauma is only in the mind. So we can sit here, think about what happened, and, the memories just flood in, and sometimes you really can't help it, but letting go is just the only way. And the trauma is only in your mind, and you can make a new story, and you can drop the old one. Easier said than done. I hate when people are like, oh, just kill the old man, just kill it, and that never happened to you because you wrote a new story for your life. Okay, it's easy. You want to say it's easy because you don't want people to think it's hard. It's not easy for me. So, whatever. Number 11, when you put someone above yourself, you just worship an idol. Okay? We don't want to worship an idol. It's like, I feel like, and any religious text says not to do so, right? Okay. When you put somebody above yourself, you just put God in the back burner, and we don't want to do that. Number 12, God is the root of all my desires. 13, if you see something in your 3D reality that you can touch, taste, smell, feel, whatever, see, it's here to basically change and die. I don't care if it's the mountain. It's here to change and die. 14, your mental diet is the only thing that matters. 15, we are not our thoughts. 16, we are not our bodies. 17, we are all in our personal matrices. And we're just infant mirrors, just reflecting back and forth. 18, identity is a trap. Because any new identity that you add is going to be another identity that will be stripped from you. It will. And, life is a game and no one's gonna come out alive. And in your appointed hour, that's just another thing that you have to deconstruct. Or if you, take a psychedelic or something and you get ego death. I don't know. Never took psychedelics, just weed. And honestly, even that's just too much for me. 19, we're all one. 20, everything is now. Everything's the now moment. The now moment is the only thing that matters. Stop projecting out into the future for hope and change and living in the future and thinking outside yourself and all this. Or not outside yourself, but the now moment. And stop thinking about the past. Thinking about the pain, because I should add, the ego loves to lick its wounds. It loves it. It loves to push into its bruises just to affirm its reality. 21, learned how to do self-inquiry. Who's the one suffering? Who's the one thinking these thoughts? Who's asking these questions? And what is witnessing this line of questioning? Or who? 22, suffering is unbearable for a human. Sometimes that's when you gotta recruit a higher power. And to be honest, sometimes it just doesn't come, it seems. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, maybe it's your assumptions. Maybe God doesn't help you because you don't have enough faith. Well, surrendering to it, separating yourself from the one who's suffering and just witnessing it. Like this morning, I've been dealing with a lot of grief. It's my birthday, and well, a lot of shit's happened this year. And grief just comes at you in waves, and today it just kicked me in the ass. But I'm here and I lived through it, and you just gotta say when you're suffering, looks like sadness is popping up in my awareness and just looking at it. And yeah. Okay, 23, manifestation's real. Unfortunately. Yep. And it's real when your greatest fears get manifested. Oh God. So kind of ties into mental diet, how it's probably the most important thing and probably the only thing that you need to worry about. 24, nothing real can be threatened, and nothing unreal exists. Course in Miracles. I'm not done with this baby, but it's really helped. And because today's July 15th, the quote for today is, Lesson 196. It can be but myself I crucify. And that really speaks to me. And number 25. This is a dream. Wake up. Why'd you put me in your awareness? And why did this random video show up to you? Wake up. Maybe I'm just a figment of your imagination or your mind. Honestly, I can only really speak for myself because this is my perspective. Alrighty, bye.